Mukti, the liberation, is the attainment and experience of pure, unalloyed, absolute bliss. Some ignorant people think that mukti is attained only after the death or in some future life. Mukti is the attainment and experience of pure, unalloyed, absolute bliss right here, right now. This simplistic view involves a gross misconception of liberation. Liberation, mukti, really means freedom from the bondage and implies an ascent from the lower state to the higher state. It is a result of the process of transcendental evolution by which human becomes a divine. Your mother liberates you from the pangs of hunger by giving you food, and your doctor liberates you from the agony of disease with some medicine. This, however, cannot be examples of true liberation. Food and medicine palliates that only temporarily relieve you of pain. The true liberation is attained when you recognize the Almighty and experience the stateless state, the absolute bliss. Will the snake die if you keep beating the anthill? Will the vices in man die if the body is punished? Does one become the knower of the true self merely by giving up food and water? How can the signs of the true self be known unless you know your true self? Therefore, first try to realize who you are. You must know from where have you come and whither way you are going. When you write a letter or a mail, you put the address, from address, right? Okay? So to address, right? So then only we'll send the email. So if the mail does not have these addresses, there's every likelihood that it doesn't go. So your life is also an email that you must know the name of the sender as well as that of the addressee. Otherwise, it will be lost in the junk of worldliness. Thus, you must know where you come from, what you are, and where are you going. In other words, you should comprehend your divine antecedents, your divine nature, your divine destiny. You must strive to get back to the spiritual heaven from which you have come. You have come from the awareness, Atma. You are essentially the awareness, Atma. You must realize you are identified with the awareness, Atma. Dedicate your faculties for the realization of the sublime truth of your divinity. Man should realize that his relationship with his family and the friends and all his worldly attachments are primarily based on the physical body. A man and his wife are strangers before they got married. The relationship between a husband and his wife does not exist prior to their marriage. Similarly, no filial love could be there between a baby and its mother before the birth of the baby. It is only after the baby is born that the relationship between the child and the mother arises. All mundane bonds are ephemeral. The awareness Atma that you really are knows no parents or other relations. To realize the truth that you are the awareness, you must acquire the spiritual knowledge, Adhyatmika Vidya. Secular knowledge is no doubt necessary to eke out one's living, but spiritual knowledge is essential for the purpose of life to be fulfilled. Spiritual knowledge is comparable to the infinite ocean, while the various branches of the worldly knowledge are like the rivers which ultimately merge in it. Spirituality enables an individual to harmonize the separate elements of his psyche into an integrated experience of the immanent divinity. Secular or the worldly languages, on the contrary, has brought about the dehumanization and the fragmentation of the human personality. Here is a small illustration. 10 students specialize in different branches of medicine. One of them becomes an ophthalmologist, another cardiologist. A third becomes an ENT specialist. Like this, they become specialists in 10 different fields. They acquire so much expertise in their respective fields that they cannot see a patient as a harmonious integral personality and unable to look after their general well-being. Each of them performs an operation by which the patient is cured of the ailment which falls within the ambit of their limit knowledge. None of them can ensure by himself total health for the patient. All their specialization is directed merely only for individual prosperity. This is the fate today.